Okay, so this is Alpha Training Blue. She's a fully interactive robotic dinosaur. It's a product of the Jurassic World line from Mattel Toys.
Oh, Mattel, okay.
Yep, so it's available, you can buy this, but this is the stages of the development. This is the very first prototype we built. This is the first model built in Hong Kong. This is the first shot model out of the steel molds. And then after that, it goes into a programming model, which are all on the floor.
Oh, cool. What can you do with it?
So you can train it. You can do total control, which is you can control all the motors from the nose to the neck. There's an RC mode where you can drive it around.
Yes.
And then there's a training mode where you can train it tricks by the motion of your hand and the clicker that's on the controller.
I see. If you lose the controller, can you do without it?
It will work without the controller, but it will not do all the other functions that it does. Usually losing RC controllers is not a good thing for anything that's RC. You can't control an RC car without the controller.
Can you order a new one?
You cannot.
You cannot?
No, you cannot.
Because they're specific to the unit?
It is not specific to the unit. It's just you would have to order a whole new dinosaur to get another
controller. Ooh, don't lose your controller, people.
Yep.
And then,
it's a pretty high-priced item. It's $250.
$250.
It's a collector-based item. So.
Okay, sure. And then tell me about how do you program it? Mostly just with the clicker?
There's no programming involved. It's more of a training process.
Training. Okay.
You would train an animal.
Okay.
That's how you train the. That's how you train the dinosaur.
Now let's talk about hacking it.
Well, you can. There's a USB port, but I'm not going to release the code.
Oh, okay.
You'd have to figure that on your own.
Okay. Now, if someone tries to hack it and messes it up, can they get a reboot? A reset?
If you go and hack it, it's on you.
Okay.
There is no warranty.
Just in case if you want. In case you were wondering, people.
Yeah.
Okay. 3D printed.
This is 3D printed, hand painted. It uses 2 Arduino boards for controllers. We used a Nintendo Chuck controller that's been hacked. There's a USB port in here. It's programmable.
Nice.
This also uses a Arduino-based control board in it.
Okay.
The signal is 2.4 gig. It's a short-range Bluetooth controller, but it's running on 2.4.
Okay.
This one is programmable, but this is the only one in existence. This is handmade.
Woo! Love it.
From here, the evolution was very first prototype, first model in Hong Kong, first shot in China.
And this one was made in the United States?
Yes, it was.
At the El Segundo office?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Where? Secret labs?
It's an outside vendor that I know personally that builds that high-end componentry. But the actual company that helped me develop the software internally was IDEO. IDEO, they're an
from
invention
Northern California?
Yes.
They do big events.
Yeah, they do, but they have a small division that does toy development.
Wow.
And so they have a robotics guy that I work with. And so a lot of the animations that went into the actual production were made at a company called Creativity in Palo Alto. And Creativity did all the animated work through a couple of them are Pixar animators.
Oh, wow. Nice. Michael
Kadile.
Yes. How do you spell that?
Kadile.
Kadile. Okay, so your idea.
So it's my idea. From that point, it was an invention that IDEO had shown us. And from there, I took that idea and turned it into a dinosaur idea. And when Mattel won the pitch for Jurassic, we then started the process to create a dinosaur that had that technology. From there, at first it was a T-Rex, and then when we found out who the star of the show was, which was Blue, we then turned the T-Rex into a raptor, and then three renditions of the raptor got us to this final model. And then from there, IDEO helped in the creation of the gameplay along with me and my vision of how I wanted it to work and how I wanted to interact. I knew that from the start I wanted hobby-grade servos internally. I wanted it to be USB updatable. I wanted the control system to be unique. So through motion control and accelerometer, which was the IDEO idea. And then from there, we started developing this first model, then into the actual this China-based model, and then from there we worked on all the bugs and got into a first shot model. This all took about 3 years worth of development.
3 years. Wow.
So from the first initial pitch to concept, from concept to production, from production to final production.
Is this the only thing you work on?
I work on high-end robotics and a lot of the RC items, stuff that lives in the $150 to $250 range. So I'm tasked with coming up with new technologies, new gameplay, or new electronic play, innovation ideas.
Nice.
So anything in the higher price range.
Awesome. Love it. Thank you.